What's happening, everyone? Nicky Hawkins here, West Ham fan TV. Now, before we get into this video, I just got to tell you one thing. Have you ever wanted to beat an Arsenal fan? I'm sure most of you have, and this is your chance. This is William Hill's final one standing Beat Robbie edition. I went pretty far in the last 500k promotion, just a bit further than Robbie actually, but this promotion is great. All you got to do is outlast Robbie to win a share of £50,000. Now, it's the same as the last final one standing. All you got to do is pick one Premier League team each week. If they win, you're through. And if they draw or lose, you are out. Terms and conditions do apply. You have to be in the UK or Ireland to participate. Over 18, and please gamble responsibly. But this is your chance. Beat Robbie and be the final one standing. And if you beat him and he goes out, win a share of £50,000. Go and click the link down below or the QR code to participate. But thank you very much. And now back to the video. What's happening, everyone? Nicky Hawkins here, West Ham Fan TV, back once again with another video. Now, I'm just back. We're just back from the international break, and I thought I'd give you a new series, the Rumour Mill. So I'm just going to have a look at 3 rumours that I found on the internet this week, and I'm going to have my little say on them. It's a bit like musings, what the musings used to be, but without your input. But maybe we'll be able to do this live later on. But I'm going to give you 3 rumours I've been reading about this week and give you my little say on them. I'm going to read you the website, what they've just said, and I'll give you a rating of how likely these are to happen. So the first rumour I've got is Fabrizio Romano has sort of confirmed that Nicholas Fullkrug is set to leave West Ham in January. And I'm taking this from Give Me Sport. So it says Nicholas Fullkrug is set to leave West Ham in the January transfer window and is already on the lookout for his next club. Fabrizio Romano has revealed. The Germany international is expected to end his underwhelming 18-month stint at the London Stadium at the turn of the year, as he has no future in the team under Nuno. Having played 385 minutes of football this season, Fullkrug has looked for an opportunity to be a regular starter for his next club and an interest from clubs in Germany and Italy. Now, first off, I've got to say this. He was a starter. He definitely was a starter before his injury. So it's not about being a regular starter. But let me carry on. The 32-year-old is yet to score in 7 appearances for West Ham this term and has missed the last 4 Premier League games with a thigh injury, which is no one's fault but his own. Well, it's not his fault, but, whatever. Fullkrug only joined West Ham from Borussia Dortmund in August last year and netted 3 goals in his first season in England, which was also dogged by injury, but let me see. Romano, speaking on his YouTube channel, revealed that West Ham are expected to part ways for Fullkrug when the transfer window opens in January. Let me start with a player. This is what Romano says. Let me start with a player who is set to leave the club this January transfer window, and it's Nicholas Fullkrug. It's over between West Ham and a German striker. So a very difficult part of the season for West Ham in general, with Graham Potter fired with Nuno Espirito Santo appointed as the new manager. The players, apart from a few of them, are not performing as expected, and one of these players is Nicholas Fullkrug. I think that's an understatement, to be quite honest with you, who joined West Ham United 1 year ago and now is already out of the project. So Fullkrug, and I'm assuming James Ward-Prowse will be one of them as well. So Fullkrug will leave West Ham in the January transfer window looking for the opportunity to be a starter. That's a very important point for Fullkrug, who wants to play, wants to feel more comfortable in a new project. He is going to pick. There is some possibilities in Germany, some opportunities in Italy, so let's see what's going to happen. Fullkrug joined West Ham following a standout 23-24 season with Dortmund. During he scored 15 goals and provided 10 assists and 43 appearances, helping the German side reach the Champions League final. Now, £112,000 a week Nicholas Fullkrug is on. I think if there's any decent money to come in for him, I think this is a goer, to be quite honest with you. We have heard these rumours before. Romano, who has had a little bit of a hit and miss record this summer, he seems to confirm now that, he's going to be in touch with agents for things that Fullkrug's looking to move on. I think it's going to be best for all parties, if I'm honest. Now, where's he going to go? Somewhere in Germany would be my guess. Italy like a big striker. But, yeah, I don't know. But wherever he goes, we've got to get some decent money for him. And there's been obviously talks about Nuno getting in Traore. Would he be, put up as a striker? I don't know. In a sort of like the Mikel Antonio 2.0 sort of setting that everyone expected him to go. I think we was linked with him under Moyes, but Nuno has been a big admirer of Traore. As Scott said last night, not exactly setting the world alight at Fulham, but can we get something out of him? I would say this is going. I'm going to give this a rating of about an 8 out of 10, likely to happen. I think he will go. I think it all depends on the striker coming in, but I think they're already going to be looking. Nuno's definitely going to be looking. So I'm going to say an 8 out of 10 that this happens. And I'm going to be honest with you, it's not really one I'm going to be bothered about. But 8 out of 10, Nicholas Fullkrug leaves in Germany. So let's go over to Claret and Hugh, my favourite website. We've got to take some stuff from there. It says West Ham, Saudi takeover of West Ham United lifting the lid on excuse me, on Sky Sports claims by my old mate Sean Whetstone, who obviously wants a new owner because that would do his business very well. But there we go. Sky Sports News carried another rumour of a Saudi Arabia takeover of West Ham United at the weekend. It is one of many reports. It is man a few words, Sean. It is one of many reports that have persisted over the last 2 decades. A 2009 report in The Independent, which is still online, talks of Saudi property investor Ali Al Faraj's attempt to buy West Ham after he failed to buy Portsmouth. That was before them. In 2016, Hammer's majority shareholder David Sullivan fanned the flames more by telling the official club website that he had no desire to sell unless it was someone like the King of Saudi Arabia. Everything changed in 2021 when a Saudi Public Investment Fund took over at Newcastle. In Saudi Arabia, the royal family, the state of their wealth are one, and nothing happens without the king's blessing. It is true that Saudi Prince Abdullah bin Mossad Al Saud owned Sheffield United from 2019 until 2024, which preceded the Newcastle takeover, but he sold up to an American consortium last December. The likelihood of the Saudi king providing another Premier League club, another Premier League club takeover by only family seems slim to none. Yeah, I don't like agreeing with Sean, but this one is, this keeps on coming. But, I'm not going to go too much into detail, but there may be something coming that forces a takeover very soon. As I say, I'm not going to go into detail, but will this one happen? I'm going to give this a 4 out of 10 likelihood to happen. I'm sure that there is a Saudi consortium looking at this. I know that it's all to do with the royal family and all that, but would they approve another Premier League club takeover? Yeah, who knows? If there's money to be made and there's something to get out of it, you don't know, do you? If they think they can make this club into a powerhouse and maybe grab a consortium of people. I mean, I don't know who owns Man City. Isn't that the same? Maybe it's not. I don't know, but I'll have to have a look into that. But maybe they want a consortium of powerhouses sort of battling it out at the top. But it's not likely, is it? Let's be honest. I'm going to give this one a 4 out of 10 as a likelihood to happen, really. I wish someone would take over. That's what I would say. I wish someone would take over. And as I said before, there may be something coming up very soon that forces a takeover. But there we go. I'm going to give that a 4 out of 10. And the last one that we're going to look at today, it says, and this is from Hammers.news. It says Nuno Espirito Santo may change system as West Ham United open to talks to seal new defensive transfer. Nuno Espirito Santo will be keen on signing new players in the January transfer window as West Ham United are battling relegation from the Premier League. While West Ham beat Burnley 3-2 before the international break, they still find themselves in 18th place with 10 points from 11 games, which is poor. Let's be honest, it's bloody poor. The Hammers conceded 23 goals in the Premier League, which is the second worst record this term. The fact that ain't the worst record is worrying to whoever's conceded more than that. Nuno would want to shore up his backline and potentially dip into the market to address what is an important issue. Under his stewardship, the Irons have yet to keep a clean sheet, with Mexican and Jean-Claire Todibo struggling for consistency. West Ham have opened talks to sign Charlie Creswell, as signing a centre-back is understood to be the priority in January. The former Leeds United defender is now plying his trade at French club Toulouse, He moved to League One in 2024 and has been a mainstay for them since. The London Stadium outfit have had 23-year-old on their radar for a while. West Ham even tried to bring Creswell to the capital on deadline day. However, despite the best efforts of former England under 21 international, they failed to complete a deal. Now, with the January transfer window a few weeks away, it seems they could make another effort to sign a Preston-born defender. Should Imer sign Creswell, Nuno will have a decision to make about his current centre-backs. 6 out of 10, I'm going to give this one. This is one of them ones. This is going to be one of them names that get linked over and over and over again. Now, do West Ham want him? I'm sure that they do. I'm sure that they do. And it says here that Creswell's played in the heart of a back three this season for Toulouse. I don't think the back three works for Nuno, but maybe he didn't have his players. I don't know. Maybe he wants to go back to a back three and deploy wing backs and all. You know, he did that at Wolves. But I don't think he feels he's got the centre backs. He definitely hasn't got the numbers in the centre backs because obviously Mavropanos went injured for a while. And he's stuck with Kilman and Tadiba. So maybe that's true. Yeah, I'm going to give that a 6 out of 10 because it could be one of them players like Carlos Bacca, someone like that, where it's just over and over again the same rumour, just keep on popping up, and the same name popping up until someone like he turns up at someone like Wolves, you know, like a bit like Dendoncker did a few seasons ago, and end up going to Villa or something like that. You know. Carlos Bacca that was meant to come here for so many seasons, and you know all of these names that we've been linked with. I remember I can't remember his name now. The striker that never ended up turning up here. But there are so many names that, you know, they're just names that, you know, they fit the system and they fit a certain ilk. West Ham may have been interested at one point, but it's just one of them things that come up over and over again. But I'm sure they're looking for a new centre-back, and it could be Charlie Creswell. But in terms of getting it done in January, 6 out of 10. Unless a couple go out, I can't see that's happening, to be quite honest with you. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section down below. Do you like this new show? Is there anything I can add to this new show? And tell me what you think about the 3 rumours that we've just spoken about. That is Romano saying Fullkrug will leave, which I give an 8 out of 10 rating. Truth in the Saudi Takeover, which give a 4, and Charlie Creswell, which give a 6. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Don't forget to check out all of the stuff coming up towards Bournemouth. I've got to say once again about the Ludic McCloskey interview over at E13 Events is excellent, and I know a couple of YouTubers, your favourite YouTubers, are going to be reviewing it very soon and leaving their reviews on their channel. So go and check that out as well. I'll leave the link in the description down below, and don't forget to go and beat Robbie for a chance to win 50k, as seen at the beginning of this video. But thank you very much for joining us. One thing left for me to say: come on, you Irons.